পূজা কেটা পূজা কখন স্টার্ট করব জিজ্ঞাসা করো এমএম কোথায় A very good afternoon to all of you. Distinguished guest, Dr. Harilal Bhaskar, Honorable Chancellor, Professor Dr. Samit Ray, Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Radha Tamal Goswami, and all other dignitaries, and dear colleagues and friends. It is my absolute honor to welcome you all to Somavesha 2025 Episode 9. This event is a hallmark of collaboration, bringing together academic excellence, industry expertise, and government initiatives to foster research and innovation. Somavesha, under the iSTEM initiative, is a vital step toward bridging resources, researchers, and institutions, paving the way for India's leadership in the global research ecosystem. The iSTEM initiative, under the Office of the Principal Scientific Advisor to the Government of India, is a revolutionary platform that connects researchers, resources, and facilities. As the Eastern India Nodal Center for iSTEM, Adamas University takes immense pride in fostering cutting-edge research and nurturing future innovators. So, to commence this momentous occasion, I'd like to invite Honorable Chancellor, Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor, and all other guests to the stage for lamp lighting ceremony. So, please. May I request all other dignitaries to please join for the lamp lighting ceremony? Let's light the lamp, symbolizing the light of wisdom, knowledge, and hope. Heartiest thanks to all the dignitaries for gracing the stage. Let us now proceed with the felicitation ceremony. Sir, 1 minute. May I request our Honorable Chancellor to please come up on the stage. Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor and our guest for the felicitation ceremony. Please, sir, please join us over the stage. Yes. So please settle down. So now I'd like to request Honorable Chancellor to felicitate our distinguished guest, Dr. Harilal Bhaskar. Thank you so much, sir. Next, I invite Professor Ankita Bhattacharya, ma'am, on stage to felicitate our Honorable Chancellor, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, ma'am. And now, finally, I invite our Dean R&D, Professor Momita Mukherjee, ma'am, to felicitate Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir. Please. And now it's my privilege to invite Honorable Chancellor, Professor Dr. Samit Ray, to deliver the welcome address. Sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to extend warm welcome to Dr. Harilal Bhaskar, CEO and National Coordinator of the ISTM, and Mr. Narendra Prasad Pandey, Functional Manager of ISTM, Office of the Principal Scientific Advisor, Mr. Mabel Alexander, Program Managers to the Government of India, Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. I would also like to acknowledge the Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, for its continued contribution to scientific excellence. Esteemed Vice Chancellors, distinguished professors, evaluators, all members of our Adamas academic community, and my dear students. It is an absolute pleasure to welcome all of you to the inaugural sessions of Samesha Episode 9. This day marks the start of a significant conference bringing together minds committed to shaping the future of science, innovation, and research. As we come together in this moment, we are not just attendants, we are the collaborators working together a common vision that which help us tackle the complex issues ahead. Episode 9 is far more than just a gathering. It is a dynamic platform where the ideas interact, perspectives, and share, and new the collaboration take root. This conference serves as a meeting point of academia, industry, and the government, allowing each of these critical sectors to contribute the knowledge, insight, and resources. This year's theme, which emphasizes the importance of building collaborative ecosystem, reflects the collective goal to bring the gap between the research and its practical application to nurture an environment where innovation thrives and to create solutions that benefit society at large. We are in an era of rapid technological progress where new breakthrough occurs daily and new challenges demand immediate solution, whether addressing climate change, healthcare complexities, or digital transformation. No single entity can tackle these issues alone. Only through cross-disciplinary and cross-sector collaboration we can find meaningful solutions. Episode 9 play a critical role in inspiring collective thinking. I encourage all of you, whether you are a researcher, a student, a policymaker, or an industry leader, to embrace the power of collective thinking. The challenges we face need integrated approaches combining knowledge from various fields to create holistic solutions. Through collaboration, knowledge sharing, and interdisciplinary participation, we can develop innovations that are both groundbreaking but also inclusive and impactful. Adamas University serves as a key research and development hub for ISTM activities in Eastern India and functions as the catalyst center in the eastern part of India. In this capacity, the university plays a critical role in strengthening collaboration by nurturing young talent, advancing cutting-edge research, and facilitating connection between the academic institutions, government bodies, and industry. Through this effort, Adamos University is helping to build an ecosystem that drives technological progress, scientific discovery. Its commitment, this mission contributes to the broader goal of advancing scientific inquiry and technological development both regionally and nationally. The ISTM initiative, in collaboration with the Office of the Principal Scientific Advisor to the Government of India, exemplifies the impact of aligned policy and innovation in driving progress. By empowering research institutions and building collaborative networks, ISTM is helping to lay a solid foundation for Indian future as a global leader in science, technology, and innovation. In closing, I once again express my heartfelt gratitude to everyone involved in organizing this event. Episode 9 is a clear illustration of the how collaboration fuels progress, and I am confident that the discussion, ideas, and partnership ignited here today will leave a lasting impact on the futures of the technological growth in India. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your inspiring words. And now I invite Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor, Professor Radha Tamal Goswami, to address the audience.
Honorable Chancellor and other dignitaries on the dais, other dignitaries of the dais, my esteemed colleagues, students, researchers, industry leaders, and aspiring innovators. So it is my privilege to address you at a Samvaisha 2024, a pioneering initiative by ISTEM under the aegis of the Office of the Principal Scientific Advisor to the Government of India. This event is a momentous step towards transforming the research ecosystem in our country and promoting inclusivity, collaboration, and innovation in the fields of science, technology, and engineering. Adamos University is proud to be a part of this transformative journey. As an institution rooted in excellence and a commitment to bridging the gap between academia and industry, we resonate deeply with the vision of ISTEM to create a future where every researcher, regardless of economic or geographical barriers, has access to cutting-edge technologies, labs, and scientific infrastructure. The concept behind ISTEM is revolutionary. By providing an online platform that connects researchers, industries, and startups with advanced equipment and lab facilities across India, we are witnessing a paradigm shift in the way research is conducted. And at Adamos University, we are proud of having this kind of systems. Instead of duplicating resources or being held back by prohibitive capital cost, researchers can now focus entirely on innovation, and that is the most important aspect of this ISTEM. This initiative ensures that public funded equipment is equalized to its fullest potential, giving all stakeholders equal access to resources. Many institutions cannot do the innovation because of this lack of resources, but ISTEM facility, if we do have, then we can utilize these resources as the mostly. It is particularly inspiring to see ISTEM's commitment to inclusivity with efforts to prioritize researchers from economically weaker sections, ensuring equity in opportunity. This aligns perfectly with Adamos University's ethos of empowering diverse talents to contribute to society's progress, and that I mentioned a few minutes before. The vision of ISTEM to connect 1 million new age researchers to 10,000 cutting edge labs across India by 2024 is not just ambitious but also essential. By fostering a culture of shared resources and collaboration, India can truly become a hub for groundbreaking discoveries and indigenous product innovation. Initiative like Samveshan not only create a thriving knowledge exchange ecosystem but also propel the nation towards becoming a global leader in science and technology. At Adamos University, we have always believed in fostering synergy between academia and industry. We are actively involved in building platforms that bring together researchers, students and industries to co-create solutions for real world problems. Samavesha's vision amplifies this mission and strengthens our collective resolve to advance research and innovation. As iSTEM's Chief Operating Officer Dr. Horilal Bhaskar aptly said, Samavesha is not just an event but a movement. It is indeed a movement toward collaboration, breaking barriers, and fostering connection where ideas flourish. It is an honor to witness this transformative journey where publicly funded labs and resources are made accessible at the fingertips of researchers, opening doors for innovation and advancement like never before. I would like to conclude by extending my gratitude to the iSTEM team and the Office of the Principal Scientific Advisor to the Government of India for their visionary leadership. Adams University stands firmly with this mission and will contribute to support initiatives that drive inclusive growth, collaboration, and innovation in education research. Together, let us unlock the true potential of our nation's talent and resources, creating a future where innovation knows no bounds. Thank you. I look forward to witnessing the remarkable outcomes that Samavesha will undoubtedly bring to India and beyond. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for those encouraging words. And now, let me take the privilege to introduce our distinguished guest, Dr. Harilal Bhaskar. Dr. Bhaskar is a visionary leader and a driving force in the realm of innovation and empowerment. Currently serving as the Chief Operating Officer and National Coordinator of iSTEM at IISc Bengaluru, he has an impressive career spanning diverse industries. Dr. Bhaskar is an alumnus of IIM and a computer science engineer. He has led initiatives in management consulting, operations, business strategy, and technology development. As the former CEO of the Technology Innovation Hub at IIT and Otol Incubation Center at IIIT, Dr. Bhaskar has demonstrated remarkable expertise in fostering entrepreneurship and innovation. He has also worked with industry giants like Siemens, IBM, CSC, and CTS Healthcare Partners, gaining a global perspective on corporate strategy and development. A passionate advocate for innovation and empowerment, Dr. Bhaskar is dedicated to making a positive impact on the global stage. We are deeply honored to have him with us today. I now invite Dr. Bhaskar to deliver his address. So,
thank you so much for a nice introduction. Dignitaries on the dais, Chancellor, Pro Vice Chancellor, and off the dais we can see HODs, directors, and various deans here, and the researchers and who came forward to explore what about iSTEM. So let me start with the one introduction about iSTEM very crisp, because we have another session for iSTEM. iSTEM is a publicly, so you may heard about Make My Trip and various other platform or aggregator platform. So we have been from Government of India, Office of Principal Scientific Advisor, Government of India has launched a platform where actually all publicly funded labs are available in your fingerprint. So you can search any, any labs of your interest, and then you can book it, and of course you can go and you do your research. So that's in one shot. And Samavesha all about, reaching out about, of course, there's a government, funded project, and it is very challenge for us to market it, everywhere, or like any private companies or maybe a private product. So we actually conducting a program or even called Samavesha is our go-to-market strategy, where actually we conduct across various, cities, and then we invite generally to 5 to 6 district nearby, so that it will actually empower the nearby district as well. The idea is like there are two programs we conduct generally. One is Samavesha, another is another mini version of Samavesha. And the Samavesha is all about, we actually talking to the urban cities and nearby, maybe metro city or bigger in university, where actually we have a lot of labs, so that we can upload them, as well as we can invite the researchers and startup and industry in the tier 2 and tier 3 cities, so that they know each other. Actually they can give a handshake, understand about what is a lab, which are the labs. This initiative was launched by our Honorable Prime Minister of India on 2020. It's almost like 5 years in the system. But the last 5 years, actually, we've been actually, getting into system up, and then almost, 30K users are there in terms of researcher, industry, and startup. What I mean by researcher, we generally encourage the PhD researchers and of course the masters then, but generally the door is not much open for the bachelors. The reason is that we want to make sure that researchers are able to utilize the sophisticated equipment. Many a time, many innovation, if you look at even C.V. Raman or Ramanuja, who is in the very famous even Bose, who actually have have a sound system here from Kolkata. I think these people are not coming from the urban cities. They have they come from rural area, but the time actually they invent themselves how to reach out to the bigger labs, and then they able to do their experiment. But when you look at the current scenario, the dividend of among India, urban and rural, we can see many rural areas, especially tier 2 and tier 3 and 4 cities, where they have a challenge of getting highly sophisticated equipment. And ISTEM actually come up with an idea like we can have all the equipment on the portal, and then whoever want an equipment. For example, there are two ways of looking at. Either you want to travel and use equipment in different city, or you can send your sample, especially you are doing a biological research or chemical research, where you can send the sample and the result can be shared with you. And the Samavesha, actually, we did it actually, all the Samavesha in south and north, one program in north-east part, that is in Ladakh University. The first time we are coming on the east side, that is a proud month for Adamas University, because we are actually starting something in east, actually, we want to really explore it here. And of course, I want to thank Mr. Rajadre, who actually have been in introduction with one of the director of the university, and then of course, Chancellor understand the, important for this initiative, because being a national portal, being in the in the map of ISTEM is of course is a bigger thing in terms of we are coming with a ranking this year. Which university lead India in terms of which university is supporting the research and where the collaboration happening. It's not about just sharing the lab. Once you share the lab, of course, industry come to you. That's what the first initiative we are starting this 2025. Actually, we seeing actually setting up the lab. Of course, the lab actually already there. If you look at the Korean model, Korea actually have a public lab across the state, maybe some of the major regional where the industries are there. And actually, it's not inside the university, it's outside the university. Anybody come and use it, even researcher or industry or startup. That is a very good model, but of course they're spending GDP is a very good percentage for setting up labs and R&D innovation there. But if you look at India, India is a being country, there are challenges, and many instruments are inside national institute. They are not really completely open up, and where the ISTEM actually trying to make it open through the various like strategy in terms of ministries are involved now. They make sure that all our labs are open to the like researcher and startup and industry. Similarly, the first initiative, what I mean by that, connecting the industry. If you look at pharmaceutical and various industries are in Kolkata and West Bengal, where actually Adamas University can be a role player. Actually, we will be opening up the lab for the industry who come here and then do innovation for India, as well as the startup who are actually, of course, you already have incubator, but there are other startups surrounding you in yours. District as well as nearby district as well as the state who can also collaborate with you. Eventually, this will actually make better product, better research. Finally, India will really succeed in all the research. Right? If you look at this year, Prime Minister himself is reviewing our portal in this quarter, looking at who are the big players in the portal. If you look at the current ranking, because we've been in 5 years, and of course IAC being hosted in IAC on the top #1 because contributed more labs and other thing. But there are private universities like Bharatiyar University, MGU, Kottayam, and some of the universities are also there, and Safe Kolhapur. These are the private university really emerging and competing on providing this. This year I believe Adams University will be the leader in terms of, because starting from February we are actually counting, we will be uploading more equipment, we actually providing more support to researcher, and then I'm expecting this commitment when Chancellor as well as Pro Chancellor who is sitting here, so that you will be the leader for this year, and then we will see that it is highly visible on the national portal. Maybe, as I said, the ministry is looking at who will be coming and supporting the researcher and industry. So anyway, I'm getting into more detail at ISTEM in the next talk. So thank you so much for again opportunity to come here, and especially in Kolkata and the eastern part of India, where we really need to, of course, have a more research and more startups, more industry need to be set up. Of course, if you look at the India map and more researchers, more even the fund is coming to south and north part of India. That's a reality if you look at here. But we want to, showcase, East India has a lot of research, a lot of university who can really, support India in the next phase. So maybe this will be the beginning. This Anveshan will be a beginning for that. And all the very best, as well as, making sure that we will go together in the next journey. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, Dr. Bhaskar. I'm sure this movement will change the scenario of research outcome in our country. And with this, the inaugural session concludes. I now request all dignitaries to return to their seats as we proceed to the main program. To kickstart the next session, now I invite Professor Momita Mukherjee, Dean of Research and Development of Adamas University, to present an overview of the research initiatives at Adamas University.
Honorable Chancellor, Chief Guest Dr. Horilal Bhaskar, Pro Vice Chancellor, esteemed panelists, distinguished delegates, fellow researchers, and my dear colleagues. It is an immense honor and privilege to be here today, representing Adamas University at this significant event, Anveshan Episode 9, organized under the auspices of ISTM, Office of the Scientific Advisor to the Government of India, Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. I extend my heartfelt thanks to the organizers for this platform that brings together visionary leaders and researchers in the field of science, technology, and innovation. The focus of this episode on research and development, innovation and technology transfer resonates deeply with the aspiration of Adamas University. Founded in 2014, this university was conceived with a vision to foster academic excellence, creativity, and cutting-edge research. One of the core pillars of our research strategy is a strong focus on high-impact publication. Over the years, our faculty, research scholars, and students have published more than 2,500 research articles in top-tier, peer-reviewed international journals. Our research output is growing steadily, as evidenced by the increasing citation index of our publication, and till date we have achieved the number around 12,000 as mentioned in IRINS MHRD portal. At Adamas University, we are not only focused on generating knowledge, but also on translating that knowledge into real-world applications. Our Research and Development Division is very much inclined with the Honorable Prime Minister's dynamic vision of Make in India and Startup India. This commitment is reflected in our growing portfolio of patents and copyrights. Till date, 27 patents are published, 3 are granted, and 17 copyrights and 9 design patents are registered. One of the most significant indicators of our research success is the extramural funding we have secured from various prestigious government agencies and industrial collaboration. Till date, Adamas University has received around 14 crore and 43 lakhs extramural funding, which has been instrumental in enabling our researchers to undertake high-quality, innovative research. This funding has been provided by some of the India's leading research agencies like Department of Science and Technology, Defense Research and Development Organization, Department of Biotechnology, Department of Atomic Energy, Indian Council of Medical Research, Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, Biotechnology Industry Research Assistant Council, Indian Council of Social Science Research, BRICS Grant, MSME Startup Grant, and many more. Adamas University is committed to cultivating the next generation of research leaders. Our PhD and postdoctoral program, offered across 26 disciplines, provided a platform for young scholars to pursue cutting-edge research in areas of global aspect. A key aspect of Adamas University's research landscape is the establishment of Research Center of Excellence, which are dedicated to addressing key challenges across various domains. These centers foster interdisciplinary collaboration, encourage innovation, and provide state-of-the-art infrastructure to support cutting-edge research. Some of the prominent research center of excellence at Adamas University that we have established in recent years: Subhash Mukhopadhyay Center for Stem Cell Biology and Regenerative Medicine, first of its kind in Eastern India. This center focuses on stem cell-based therapies, regenerative medicine, and biotechnology to address critical healthcare challenges. More than 1 crore extramural research funding we have received from Government of India for this center. Center for Water and Air Analysis, dedicated to researching environmental pollution. The center explores solution to water purification, air quality monitoring, and sustainable management of natural resources. More than 1.34 crore extramural research funding we have received for doing work in this unit from Government of India through their different extramural project. Center for High-End Computing and Research, it's a hub for data science, artificial intelligence, and machine learning. This center is at the forefront of high-performance computing for big data analytics and scientific simulations. Center for Study of Contemporary Theory and Research, an interdisciplinary center that engages with philosophy, sociology, anthropology, and political science, exploring critical social theories and model intellectual paradigm. We have received grant from ICSSR for this center from Government of India. Bairag eYuva Center, this innovation and entrepreneurship center focuses on biotechnology startups, supporting early stage biotech entrepreneur and fostering technology commercialization. Agro-Technology and Rural Development Center that focuses on agriculture, food security, and rural development. The center develops sustainable farming practices, agricultural technologies, and solutions for rural empowerment. For doing work here, we have received grant from MSME and industries. Center for Material Research, the center investigates the properties of advanced materials with application in nanotechnology, smart materials, and energy-efficient technologies. For this center, we have received nearly 2 crore grant from Government of India through their extramural projects. Central Instrumentation Center, equipped with state-of-the-art scientific equipment, this center supports research across all disciplines, providing crucial infrastructure for high-quality research. Academic Administrative Development Center, sponsored by Association of Indian Universities. This center purpose is to provide leadership development and capacity building program for university administrator, focusing on effective governance and academic leadership. Rekhi Center of Excellence for the Science of Happiness, a unique center dedicated to the scientific study of happiness, exploring the intersection of psychology, mental health, and well-being. For this center, we have received grant from NGO, the Rekhi Foundation. Center of Excellence for GNH Studies and Research in collaboration with Paro College of Education, Bhutan. This center collaborates with Bhutan to research and promote the concept of gross national happiness as a sustainable development framework. And the Center for Gender Empowerment Studies and Research, this is focused on gender equality, women entrepreneurship, women empowerment, and social justice. This center drives research that advocates for inclusive policies and gender-sensitive solutions. As part of our growing commitment to advancing research and innovation, Adamas University is proud to now serve as the ISTM Catalyst Center for Eastern India. In this role, we will play a pivotal part in monitoring, coordinating, and expanding research activities across various sectors of science, technology, engineering. By building upon our strength in research, industry collaboration, and technology transfer, we are confident that Adamas University will make significant contribution to the national R&D landscape. Our university will continue to serve as a research hub, nurturing the next generation of scientists, researchers, and innovators who will shape the future of India and the world. Our research and development division do work and will continue in the direction of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam's ideology that dream is not that which you see while sleeping. It is something that does not let you sleep. So, dream, dream, dream. Dreams transform into thoughts, and thoughts results in action. Thank you for your kind attention, and I look forward to collaborate with all of you for India's scientific and technology advancement. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. So now, next, I invite Dr. Harilal Bhaskar to deliver his lecture on iSTEM, linking researchers and resources. So, yeah.
Yeah, first of all, I want to thank Dr. Momita for really coordinating and make this Samavash happen, because when we initiate this process, he has taken really painful to collaborate to all our team, and now we are actually having this many researchers. We are able to see it. I'm really happy, So before I start, because things are setting up. As I said, most of you may be knowing about aggregator platform in the public, space. Like even you look at hotel room booking, Oyo rooms are there, Oyo room application, where hotels are deciding their price, and then there is a single platform called Oyo, where you search for the hotel, and then your price you can lock the hotel, or your quality, or your own preferences. Similarly, the government of India has set up a platform called iSTEM, where you may actually look for what kind of lab you needed, what price you needed to access it. The sample price may be different, because we are giving an opportunity to institute to decide the price. We don't fix the price. The example, Adamas University may be pricing 500, and then some other university may be 750 on the same equipment, same quality. Then of course the people will prefer for, maybe researcher may prefer lower cost on the same quality. So the price is a one factor. Second, the distance. Of course, you want something nearby you. Of course, you can search on the distance. Or your operator, for example, how operator behave with you, or how operator supporting user, how operator help you to give the report. This all quality you can really sort it out. So this is like any platform, and we are coming with a mobile application. It was not existed, but of course we are coming with the next 2 months a mobile application. You can even search an equipment from your mobile. So primarily we have 3 to 4 categories of users. First is the researcher, who are, as I said, PhD scholars, and second is the startup who are actually developing their product and prototype. Third category is industry users who actually really need. There are big labs, sophisticated lab in the institution, and they want to use it for their product development. And finally, we have something called software users. There are free software provided by iSTEM, like Coventor, MathLab, extra. This can be also search and use it. And these are the two major service iSTEM provide. But we also have a somebody called expert panel, who are not just like a mentor for the startup. Generally, what happens, mentor for startup, some professors, some industry expert join. They don't have a time commitment. But here we are looking for some retired professors who already have a little more time to spend for supporting the nation. So these retired professors, retired government employee who are working on the science and engineering background, we onboard them as expert here. So, and then apart from this, iSTEM also have a a program where actually ISTEM will, like support, events like, say hackathon, we're actually really making something for India, right? So we are collaborating with various, say last time we had a program with Indian Incubator Association as well. So this I seen today morning actually, as University Association, it seems like a very good opportunity. I was talking to ma'am, actually I want to contact, because all the university can be connected in very faster way. So yeah, so I just want to, is it going to be ready? Yeah. I want to show you the portal rather than I'm speaking, I can speak anytime, but the problem is I want to show you that portal. No, I already sent all the things, right? Yeah. I thought actually just download it. No. This PPT, sir? No. No, we already sent it yesterday. I want to check, anybody know about ISTEM before this event? Just want to, see from researcher to raise the hand, or the professors who are. How many of you heard about ISTEM? So nobody has heard about it. That's really surprising. Right, the initiative is existed last 5 years, and that's where actually we lack marketing. Yes, and that's the reason we are doing this Anveshan here. So, actually, just making interest, and we're also coming with some of the goodies for, researchers generally. So I just want to ask some question about ISTEM. If you already seen it in the, anybody know about what is the full form of ISTEM here? Can you raise any researcher and students? Because we will be giving you goodies. We sent you to Adamas University, you can collect from there, T-shirts or our own branding material. ISTEM full form, anybody? I think we have presented earlier, so I also, That's surprising, again, Yeah, one hand is, half hand is there. So please go ahead and tell what is the Excellent, ma'am. What's your name? Okay, so we will be sending you goodies. Of course, I will sharing here. So just, yeah. So basically, ISTEM, the major challenge for ISTEM is, I'll tell you, to the institute, preferably. Meanwhile, they open up the PPT. The problem with ISTEM is, like, many institutes actually upload the equipment. They have a challenge of understanding the pricing. So they may charge, even IIT, new IIT like IIT Tirupati ask us how much we charge for this equipment. Generally, we were actually said, no, you do yourself. But recently we started something, we share the competitor pricing, like in similar institute. If it's an IIT in Tirupati, of course, we'll share IIT in Patna. And then you can compare the price and put it. So Adamas University can compare some prices nearby any university here, and then you can price it. So this question there. Second is operator challenge. So what happened, operator actually, many institute, especially like National Institute, they don't have operator. Reason is that, researcher and professor, PI, we say principal investigator, work on that, and researcher work on that, where the operator, actually dedicated operators are not hired. So when the requests come, they're stuck up in the lab, who's not accepting it, spending for a long years. So that is the second problem what we are seeing in the past, actually. So we encourage all the researchers, all the professors who are here to make sure that you get in touch with our team and understand the rate card, and then you can decide on your record. We are not saying that this rate card should be go for. So example, XRD you're opening up, you have one sample rate or maybe hourly rate, and similarly you have operator should be dedicated operator, and then one point of contact from the institute will be taking the responsibility of all the requests. They will be reviewing like a manager every week how many requests came, how many fulfilled, how many are pending it. Because we seen many institute actually not responding to the request, and researcher actually come back to us and say it's almost like a 1 month we didn't have receive any the reply from the institute. Hopefully these kind of problem actually need to be taken care by the professor in charge as well as the point of contact. Second point from the researcher side is there are software, it is free, but we don't provide the software to bachelors. The reason is that this is only some license we procured for the researcher across India, but because many requests are coming in very high volume now, and this very expensive software like Coventer, and then we have to procure every year, and then we have given it's a round robin fashion. We have 20-25 license. Once 25th come, of course 26% will actually be making sure the first one is released there. So now we are actually changing the strategy. We only want to give to the masters and the PhDs. PhD will be preferred. It's like a priority queue where priority is given to researcher and PhDs, and then given to the master's degree. So let me, and I think my PPT is back. So I'm showing you actually the first video, so that should be the because we had to catch up the time in between. So can you run the first video, right? Yeah. Is it some loose contact? Is it? Yeah, so Thank you. So again, just putting back here, these are the three things we do. First is, R&D facility searching and booking for you. And then no-code software. Third one is a skill development program, because operator challenges across India is there. Many universities do not have a specific operator for the lab. The reason is that, they may, the DBT or DST, which is a funding agency, fund them for the equipment, but operator salary they have to take care from the revenue generation. This is a challenge we have seen in the past. So we actually started training the operator. Last Samavesha, IIT Jodhpur, we have also 2 sections for the training and their equipment on whatever they have. This actually give an opportunity for graduate to learn about equipment, and that can be get it placed by iSTEM across India. And then this is a statistics so far. We have 3247, around 3.3K institutions are already onboarded, and around 28K equipment is listed there, and then around 32K equipment booked. And if you look at the current scenario, this is a little old, 34K iSTEM users are in the present, and then 602 experts are there. If you look at, this is the statistics on the right side, this is where actually we need a more focus. You look at actually regional wise equipment upload. Northern side has topped by 1583 equipments, and southern part is 930 equipment, western is 296. You look at here, the eastern part is just a 204, actually, where that Adamas University can fill in the gap here to catch up other parts. So you can contribute major here to catch up, to start western, and then finally to southern and northern for sure. And we also have a presence in other part, like even Lakshadweep and Andaman Nicobar lab also. We have one equipment there. That's a good part of the iSTEM. And you look at the top costliest equipment. This is not really the right current price, but of course these are the one of the top most costliest equipment so far uploaded in the portal. That means there are many equipment yet to be uploaded, but this is old price. Of course, you don't get HRTM for 6.43 at this point, but this is done in 5 years back. And then we have all focal lens, and then crystal X-ray diffraction, that is SCXRD, and all these highly sophisticated equipment. And FBR execute on the right side, you see it is actually how many times researcher used it, on the which institute is provided the institute name here. So if you look at here, IAC is actually the one frequently booked, and then Geetham University in Visakhapatnam. And then we also have Gandhi Institute of, that's again Geetham, and IIT Dhanbad. So you look at an IIT Mumbai. So these are the only few research actually having this bigger instrument uploaded. Of course, many institutes have that sophisticated and very costly equipment, but they didn't yet to be uploaded. We are actually following up with them. And then if you look at in terms of number of times the equipment used, we seen that Power XRD is used around 2,564 times, and XRD again 1285, and then Alpha FTR 601. All these are again coming from only few institutes. That means they are actually preferring institute because of one thing is we did analysis, operator not responded. Second thing is equipment was down. Third one, no proactive approach from the institute. This actually gives the researcher to switch between the institute, and finally they go for specific institute. This is like any service what you do. Because whenever you get a best service, of course you go for that. So how to search and book an equipment? I'm going to show it because our video has some challenge to play it. So I'll show you how actually, how to search our website. First of all, you go to Google, istem.com, istem, you could gov.in, you can search for that. You can see our portal there. Right? Whoever is registering today from the research, will of course, whoever is registering before this program will be again give a goodies apart from whatever I announced earlier. So please register it. Any question there, we have a 1-800 number, I will share it, then you can talk to our team members. Right? Suppose once you reach the portal, of course you have to register like any portal. You have to enter your name and detail, institute name, extra. Finally, once you register it, you can start searching. Even without registration, you can search it, but you may not be able to book it because before you booking it, of course, asks you to register there. So this is our portal. This is old portal, but we are getting into the new UI very soon in this month. But as of now, this is a portal. What you're seeing is look like this. And then once you log it in the system, you will see India map there, and then you can search an equipment like here. We are looking for XRD here. Once you search it here, you see the equipments on the left side. These are the equipment across near to you. Maybe your distance will be calculated in basis. You may be preference on distance or a cost. Then depending on that, it will show on the left. Once you click it, you see the detail of the equipment like this. For example, once you click this, you see the equipment details. So once you see the equipment detail, you can reserve it first. Why the reservation coming first? Because once you reserve it, the time you can interact with the operator. Is there any challenge there? Equipment is down, or what kind of sample I need to prepare, what temperature I need to make it, or whatever the requirement you can talk, at what time you can arrive there, and all this discussion you can discuss with an operator. Once operator agree on that, you can pay and book it. The payment will go to institute. ISTEM do not take even a single rupee because the government portal. Of course, institute need a money because of institute actually, multiplexing their, equipment for others, right, outside university. But the good part is like we collaborate with AICT Aura program actually, there actually you can reimburse entire amount. Whatever you use for the equipment, actually once you get the invoice from ISTEM and then submit to AICT, they will reimburse complete amount. So once you submit here, you will come back, get a slot like a train ticket booking, right? It's like a IRCTC, Talkal train booking. You can see the date and time, and then once you click on that, you get the slot will be allocated there, and then you can book it. If slot is overbooked, and that kind of issue we are handle it here. Once that in parallel somebody is booking it, we have an algorithm who is coming first will be get it booked. Second will be given another time slot and date. Once you book the equipment, of course you get a notification both on your SMS as well as an email which is registered with there. Then you get to know about operator detail. Then you can interact. It's like almost like any private companies thing, right? And of course, as I said, there are software licenses. I'm not skipping these slide after this. These are the some of the software. Of course, you can register as a public user. If you're a master and PhD, you can look for any of the software like Console, MathLab, LabVIEW, extra. And then is a free, of course. You don't need to pay anybody because ISTEM is procured it. ISTEM is providing you that. And then, a guideline for uploading the equipment. This is for institute and university. Generally, only research equipment can be listed. Why we are given here? Many institute, including IIT, has uploaded software. We can't manage. That's very difficult for us. We've given the software that is we procured it. Somebody have some software in the institute that is challenge for us to manage. But we also encourage high performing computer, quantum machine extra in very next level, because HPC we already have a plan in place. Many IITs express interest to upload their details there so that we can rent this HPC as well, because this is a scarcity of HPC for the various, including biological innovation as well as some research is happening also in the artificial intelligence or any other research where we need HPC things, so that can be arranged. And then the other rule is like, it should be equipment funded by government agency, DST, DVD must be uploaded. What I mean by that, suppose Adamas University have a state funded equipment, we are not saying you have to mandatory to upload it, but we say actually it is desirable to upload it. But if you have your own equipment, yes, of course, up to you, because you can maximize it. But something is invested by public funded money, DST or DBIT, it must be uploaded. And the equipment costing 25 lakhs and above is enough. The reason is that if you have a small equipment, still you can upload it, but we don't count them. When you give like a ranking, we give all the information to ministry, we don't count them. Ministry's requirement is 25 lakhs and above, because these are the little of higher cost, and above 2 crores have a different premium equipment we say. We have all the strategies we share with them, which institute has shared what and how many requests has taken it. And these are the challenges I already explained while the PPT was up, correct usage rate issue, then, will the competitive pricing and skill operator lacking, we'll explain you that as well, right? So now we are coming about ISTEM program, how we actually did it program. Spark is a program where we do it in tier 2 and 3 to make sure that tier 1 institute equipment are, detail will be shared there. Samavesha is like what we are doing here, tier 1 and tier 2 are a bigger institute there, where actually we say these are the equipment available for other district, maybe tier 2 and 3 and 4, researcher. And iRISE is an operator training program. VLab is like, when demand from, for example, biotechnology is high, then we only upload the VLab in a specifically using an account manager. We'll specifically upload on the equipment on the biotechnology thing. And then the replica hub, what I mean by is a catalytic hub, or you mentioned like it's a innovation satellite hub here. That means replica of the hub we are setting up here. Every district we are planning, but initially with at least one state 28 state and 8 union territories start with that. We're also launching ambassador program for each state. If somebody who are retired and from government or academia who can nominate for a state ambassador program, ambassador, and district ambassador can be selected from your university or any university in your district, and one person from one district. This can be an assistant professor from any university. We are not looking for a senior professor because they don't have a time to do that. That's the reason we are looking for assistant professors here. And then we have a referral program that not going to be much detail on that. Yeah. So this is there are two videos I want to run it due to some technical challenge. I'm not able to run you, but you can Google it. Our like all YouTube channel here, iSTEM YouTube channel. Google iSTEM. Then you see a YouTube channel there. You can see how to register with iSTEM, how to book an equipment. All these details are available. Any question you have, you can also have 1-800 number here for us to reach out. But meanwhile, this QR code is just for reaching out, seeing all demo videos to help you how to do each activities there. Let me see, this can be run, but yeah, I think challenges there. So of course, this is our toll-free number. We have a dedicated support team. Not like any call center with 50 or 100 people, but it is at least the people who can handle your queries. And then you can send an email to us. Now we also recently this year we have a fresh desk. A ticket system is opened in last week. This is like any you have a computer problem in HP or Dell. You call them, they create a ticket number for you. Similarly, we have a fresh desk we use for that. And apart from that, we also have a dedicated training form in the university. Suppose your university need a training for your professors to upload the equipment, point of contact, you can request your team on the same number, or you can write to me directly. Then we'll arrange a training program for you. And for the researcher, we also conduct a various researcher, town halls where enough participants, like 200 to 300 participants there. We also go there and conduct a program how to explain how iSTEM can be registered, how to search the equipment, how to book the equipment, all the detail. For the institute, it need a very complicated process because you need to either upload the equipment single one by one, or you have to upload the equipment. Actually, bulk upload is also available once you have an Excel sheet ready. And for the operator assignment, department creation, there are internal user, external user, how to differentiate, how to price it. A little bit of complex steps are there. Well, of course, we'll give you different training for that, so you can reach for this as well. So now actually my team member, my colleague, Mr. Pandey will take you the researcher, how to register it and how to upload the equipment in a very crisp manner. So he will be available online because there are challenges happen for his travel. So he will be available online and will be explaining it. You have any further question, he can ask you on each steps. And meanwhile, if you have any other question on high level, what I explained to you, of course, I'm here available until the program. After this program also, I will help you out to answer your queries. So that's all from my side because of little technical challenge happened. So it is lumbered in between, but still we were able to manage a major discussion here. So thank you so much. So yeah, so next is my colleagues Pandey will take you through that.
Thank you so much, Dr. Bhaskar. I'm sure all across India, all the researchers will get immensely benefited. So now it's time for the demonstration round. It will be a virtual session. And I invite our next distinguished speaker, Mr. Narmadeshwar Pandey, who is the functional manager, iSTEM from IISc Bengaluru, to demonstrate the portal. So anyone from IT? He's online. Sound. Hello, am I audible? He's saying something, but we can't hear you. Hello? Mr. Pandey, can you hear us?
ওখান থেকে সাউন্ডটা দেখুন ওখান থেকে এখান থেকে অক্স কেবল দেওয়া রয়েছে হ্যাঁ এখান থেকে নিচ্ছে সাউথ নিচ্ছে হ্যাঁ স্যার
Can you hear us, Mr. Pandey?
I'm able to hear you.
Okay. So
Madam,
sorry
can I
for
start my
the
session?
technical problem. So now let us start your session. So over to you, sir.
Okay, madam. Madam, shall I start now?
Yes, 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 yes. Please start.
Okay, madam. Okay. Thank
Okay.
you, madam. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, all. Madam, actually, echo is coming. Can you like mute from your side? Madam, please mute. Hello. Madam, please mute from your side. Actually, echo is coming. Okay, madam. Good afternoon, all. I am Narendra Pandey, working at ISTEM. So, in this session, we will talk about ISTEM, how to register as an institution, custodian role, a role matrix, a listing of equipment, how to update equipment usage rate, and FBR, means facility booking record. So ISTEM is an IP protected, interactive, dynamic, and user friendly web portal. This portal is supported by Office of Principal Scientific Advisor to the Government of India, and it is launched and this portal is launched by Honorable Prime Minister on 3rd January 2020 during Indian Science Congress in Bengaluru. So who can register on ISTEM portal? So on ISTEM portal, public user may register and in institution or organization may register. So who will be the public user? Public user may be the researchers or faculty members who are from science and technology background, or any industry, a startup, or so they can register as a public user who needs the R&D facility for their research work. And who will be the institution or organization? Those who have research facility which are funded by like government funding agency, or that is mandatory to register on portal and share the equipment, and those institute who have research equipment which is funded by either the private funding agency or self-funded, they may also list their equipment on iSTEM portal. So under the institution, there are 6 type of roles are there. So top role is institute head, and if for every institution there will be at least one institute representative. So this top 2 role will have the access of all the departments. Means they can create the department, they can upload the equipment of all the departments. Here department representative will have the access of their own department only. Faculty in charge and facility coordinator roles are optional. So it's up to the institute. If they wish to create the faculty in charge of facility coordinator role, they may create. And equipment operator is the key person who executes the sample on equipment. So for every equipment, there should be at least one equipment operator. And on iSTEM portal, there is one feature like one equipment can be mapped with one or multiple equipment operator and vice versa. So if any equipment operator is expert to handle multiple equipment, in that case, that equipment operator can be mapped with multiple equipment. This is a role matrix. So here you may see like institute head and institute representative will be able to take the action on all the points, where other roles they have limited access. For example, listing of equipment. Here you may see like all the custodians except equipment operator may list the equipment. But if any booking request comes, to allocate the slot for that booking request, or to reject the slot, or to like confirm for offline payment, or if any query comes from the user side to respond to those query. So these actions can be taken by all the custodians, including equipment operator. So now I'll show you how to register as an institute on iSTEM portal. So first search iSTEM on Google and visit to iSTEM portal. So URL is www.istem.gov.in. In the header section right side, there is one link to register. So once we visit to that register link, here you may see there are 2 types of registration are there. One is institution resources registration. Second one is researcher or user registration. To register your institute, you have to click on the URL institution resources registration. It will redirect to the registration page where you have to provide the institute information. So here all the fields which are marked with red asterisks are mandatory. So here you have to provide your organization name and type of institution. So you have to select the type of institution from the drop down. If type is not available, then in that case, like you may select the others. Then here provide the head of the institute details and email ID, his contact number, his or her contact number, website address if it is there. Information you have to provide which are at least those information which are mandatory. Bank information you may provide if it is available with you at the time of registration. Otherwise, it is not mandatory at the time of registration. This information may be updated later on also. Longitude, latitude are mandatory. Like this information you may get by clicking on a select location option. So here in the like enter a location field, you may type your organization name. Here I'm giving one example. For example, iSTEM. So just type your organization name in the field, select, and then click on select bar. Then here this system it will take automatically location, longitude, and latitude. Then about organization, tax structure is not mandatory at the time of registration. Bank ECS form, like we will discuss about the bank ECS form in a couple of minutes. Then provide the captcha and submit. Once this institution registration form is submitted, then like institute head will get one email notification to this provided email ID, like your institution registration request has come to iSTEM portal, and like that time that institution registration request will be under review. Then iSTEM Nodal Center, they'll review about this request and then they'll approve. Once institution registration request is approved, then institute head will receive the login credential to the provided email ID. What email ID you provide here, to that email ID, they will receive the login credentials. So now ECS form. So ECS form, like institution may share once institute is registered on iSTEM portal. So why bank ECS form is needed? Suppose institute is registered on iSTEM portal and they have shared the bank, they have shared the equipment details. Suppose if any researchers use their research facility, so they have to make the payment to institute. So there are two ways to make the payment. One is offline payment and second one is online payment. So for offline payment, bank access form is not required, but for enable the receiving payment from user as a online, in that case, bank access form is required. So this is the template of the bank access form. So there are two pages in the bank access form. So in first page, it is asking the account holder details and the bank account details. And first page should be sealed and sent by the head of the institute, as well as authorized officials of bank. And it should be there should be bank phone number also. And second page is the structure of transaction charges. Actually, ISTEM doesn't charge any money to the from the institute and from the user. Here, ISTEM portal is using Buildex payment gateway for a smooth online transaction. So here Buildex they charge a small amount against the transaction, and that transaction charge depends on the mode of the transaction. So here you may see, like in case of debit card, in case of RuPay debit card and UPI, there is no transaction charge. But in case of credit card, there is some small amount of transaction charge which will be charged to the user. And these transaction charges are not in either ISTEM control or not in Buildex control. These transaction charges are it is led by the Reserve Bank of India under the Payment and Settlement Act for all the partner channels of Buildesk. And this second page of the access form should be sealed and sent by the head of the institute. So once it is shared by head of the institute to the ISTEM team, then ISTEM nodal center they will process with that access form, they will share with the Buildex team, and Buildex team they'll take approx 2 weeks time to integrate their bank account with ISTEM. Now we'll show you how to register as a researcher. So we will move to again register page. Here we need to click on the researcher user registration. It will redirect to the user registration page. Here also you have to fill at least those information which are marked with red asterisks, because fields which are marked with red asterisks are mandatory. So here you have to provide the name. First you have to select the salutation, appropriate salutation, then name, then gender, and then email ID, mobile number. So at the time of registration, it will be validated with the OTP. Once you enter the 10-digit mobile number, then you have to click on validate. Then ISTEM system will send the OTP to that email ID, that mobile number, and here you have to provide that OTP. Department designation are not mandatory, but if you have details, you may update here. Aadhaar number is not mandatory. Address you have to provide here. Other details you may skip at the time of registration. This information you may update later. It's not mandatory at the time of registration. User type you may select from the drop down if you are a academic user or industry user. So from this drop down you may select the appropriate user type. You may select the institution by clicking here. So if institute is already registered, then you may select the institute name by typing the institute name here. If institute name is not available here, then just select other. And here you have to upload your ID proof. Your research area you have to provide about the information about your research area, captcha, and submit. Once it is submitted, then ISTEM system will send the login credential to the registered email ID. What email ID will provide here, but that time user will not be able to log in, because that time when ISTEM system will share the login credential, that time that account will be inactive. After that, ISTEM nodal centers they will review about that registration request, and then after that they will activate. Once that account is activated, then they will be able to log in on ISTEM portal as a researcher. So now I'll show you how institute head or institute representative can create the department and create the other roles. So here in header section only, login page is there. just enter the login credentials. So here I am login as an institute head. So steps are same for the institute representative also. And here password and captcha is case sensitive, so you have to provide in the same case how it is showing here. So after login, it will direct to the home page. Then we'll go to create view drop down, then R&D organization, then institution. So here it is showing the table where institute name is there. If you click on institute name, then it will go to the detailed page of the institute, where here you can upload your logo. If you can see right side top, there is one option to upload the institute logo. So it is needed because if you hot logo you will upload here, same logo will be appearing in the invoice and payment receipt. You have to update the GST information. If you wish to update the institute information, then you may click on edit and you may update the institute information also. So there should be at least one institute representative. So here institute head may nominate anyone as an institute representative. He or she may be faculty members or technical person or admin person. So it's completely up to the head of the institute to nominate one institute representative. To create institute representative account, click on create institute representative button. Provide the name after selecting the salutation, mobile number and email ID. At least these three information are mandatory, and submit. Once this pop-up is submitted, then ISTEM system will create the institute representative and it will share the login credential to the provided email ID. This institute head and institute representative will be able to create the department and other roles. So to create the department, there are two ways. One way is they can create the department by clicking on create new department here. They have to update the information. They have to provide the information of the department and submit. Once it is submitted, then department will be created and it will be listed under the department section. One more way is there to create a department by uploading the Excel sheet. So that one will show in the couple of minutes. So here in this department list, department name is hyperlinked. Then if you click on this department name, it will go to the detail page of the department where you may create the department representative. So to create department representative, just click on create department admin, fill the information, at least three information like name, mobile number and the email ID. So these three information are mandatory to create department representative. So once it is form is filled and submitted, then department representative role will be created and it will be added under the department admin section. So for every department, there should be at least one department representative. And here department head may there may be one or more department representative. Under the department, you may create the faculty account by clicking on add new faculty here. Just provide the personal information of the faculty members like name, email ID, select department. You have to select the department from here and mobile number. So these four information are mandatory. Then submit. So once it is submitted, then faculty member account will be created. So faculty member account is not mandatory. Like if any institute wish to create them, they may create. So under the faculty member, you may create the facility. So you have to click on faculty member name, which is hyperlinked. So here you may create the facility by clicking on create new facility here. Provide the facility information and submit. Once it is submitted, then facility will be created and it will be added under the faculty member. Here facility name is hyperlinked. So if you click on facility name, it will go to the detail page of the facility where you may create the facility coordinator and equipment operator. So same steps like how we can create the department representative. In same way, you can create the facility coordinator and equipment operator by clicking on respective buttons. So there is one more way to create the equipment operator role. Just go to create view, R&D organization and operator technologist page. Here, right side top, add new button is there. Just click on add new. Here also we may provide the operator information and submit. Once it is submitted, then operator role will be created. Now we'll show you how to list the equipment on iSTEM portal. So there are two ways to list the equipment. First is one by one and second one is in bulk. So we'll go to upload drop down. So here, like we saw like how to create the department one by one, but by using the upload option, we may create the department in bulk. So here we'll show you how to list the equipment on iSTEM portal. So just go to upload drop down and click on equipment. Here on add equipment page, right side you may see add new button where you have to click and you have to fill the equipment information. So here fields which are marked with red asterisks are mandatory. So here you have to provide the equipment name, description, approved abbreviation. For example, like if equipment name is atomic force microscopy, so approved abbreviation is AFM. So location is nothing but room number, then make, model, serial number, category of the equipment, whether fabrication or characterization or data monitoring or packaging. So you have to select the appropriate category from the drop down. Funding and agency name you have to select if you have the details, so you have to select the funding agency from drop down. If funding agency is not listed here, then like you may inform to iSTEM team members, then like funding agency will be created and it will be showing here. Then you may select the department from the drop down. Facility if you have created, then in that case you may select the facility from the drop down. Basic cost, so here you have to provide the cost of the equipment in rupees. If any reference link is there, then here like you can provide the reference link. Supplier name you can select from this drop down. If supplier name is not there, in that case you may select the others. So if you select others, then in the new field you have to provide the supplier name, and in respective field you have to provide the supplier email ID. Similarly, like you can select the service provider name by typing the service provider name. You may select from the drop down. If service provider name is not there, then you may type others and select others, and you have to provide the service provider name in the next field. If we have last MC done information, then you may select you can open the calendar by clicking on last MC done field and select the date if that information is available with you. Here alert to be sent is mandatory, so there should be at least one email ID. Here you may provide multiple email ID by comma separated. So this email ID is needed because if in future if any custodian mark equipment is down, then iSTEM system will send the one email alert to the supplier email ID, service provider email ID, as well as alert to be sent email IDs. Pooling of equipment slot. So by default it will be no. And like here pooling of his equipment slot, yes means if equipment allowed to execute multiple samples concurrently, in that case pooling of equipment slot will be yes. Otherwise it will be no. Then after providing this equipment information, submit. Once it is submitted, then equipment will be listed on iSTEM portal, but that time that equipment will be under review. Means like that equipment will be showing in the draft equipment section, and under review equipment will be not available to the public user for the equipment reservation. It will be not showing that equipment on search result page. After that, iSTEM Nodal Center team, they'll review that uploaded equipment. Then they'll approve. Once equipment is approved, then it will be moved to the active equipment section. So like if you have any question, you may ask here. Okay, madam. So now also any question is there, madam?
Just a minute, sir. So this session is now open for question answer session. So if there is any question from audience, please put it here. So I guess there is no further question. It was a very clear demonstration. So
Madam,
yes, sir.
madam, a few parts are like left, so I'll explain. I'll take few more
Sure,
minutes.
sure, sure. Please go ahead.
So now we saw how to upload the equipment. So now like we will show you how to update the equipment usage rate. So just we'll go to create view, R&D organization and equipment. So once you go to equipment, it will go to the equipment page line where it will show all the equipments which are uploaded by the institution and approved by the ISTEM Nodal Center. To update the equipment usage rate, so here in first column, you may see the assign usage rate link is there. Just click on assign usage rate. If equipment usage rate is assigned, then it will ask to the edit the usage rate. If it is not assigned, then here you may assign the usage rate. So I'll show you how to edit the usage rate. So just click on edit usage rate link here. Here, like you may see equipment usage rate, you may provide the usage rate for all the user type. So on ISTEM portal, equipment usage rate depends on three factors. First factor is user type. So for different user type, equipment usage rate may be different. For example, like external academic user or internal academic user or industry user or a startup user. So for different user type, equipment usage rate may be different. This is first factor. Second factor, unit of measurement. Like how institution is going to charge to the user, whether per hour basis or per test basis or per sample basis or per element basis. So that usage rate may be different for the like different unit of measurement also. And third factor is analysis type. So for the same equipment usage rate may be different for different analysis type. Suppose you like to execute the sample at room temperature or at 3 degree 106 degrees Celsius or 600 degrees Celsius. So different environment equipment usage rate may be different. So here by default, first time it will show only for one analysis type. But if you wish to add multiple analysis type, then you may click on add a row button here. Then other analysis type will be added. Here you may type the analysis type name. So whatever like analysis type name is there, you may type here, and you may provide the equipment usage rate in the respective fields and submit. Once it is submitted, then equipment usage rate will be updated for that equipment. So now I'll show you how to update the equipment information and map the equipment with operator. So here on the active equipment page, just click on equipment name, which is hyperlinked. So it will go to the detail page of the equipment where you may update the equipment details by clicking on edit button. You may update the equipment, like you may add the sample list here. For example, to execute any samples, sometimes consumable is required. In that case, like institute may charge the consumable consumable amount to the user. So for that, you have to add the consumable or accessories or any spare parts or testing mode here by clicking on add new button, which is showing the right side. You may provide the sample information here and submit. Once it is submitted, then sample will be updated. And whenever user will go to reserve the equipment, so that sample will be showing if they need any extra facility. Actually, equipment reservation is not allowed to the any custodian, but it will to reserve the equipment, they have to log in as a researcher or as a user. So like I will not explain about this point. Equipment calendar, like sometimes what happened, faculty members like they wish to block the equipment for a few hours or for a whole day for their internal use purpose. In that case, ISTEM system allowed to block the equipment for partial period of time or for complete whole day. For example, here like we'll see, if you, for example, on 23rd January, if you wish to block the equipment for a whole day, just select the date and click on full day blocking. Here you may select appropriate option up or down and select the appropriate region, like a book for internally by principal investigator. And here you may type the mail content. ISTEM system will send the email to these roles. Like it will send to the public user also if public user has blocked the equipment for that particular date. Or like you may block the equipment for a like partial period of time. For example, like here I'm blocking the equipment for 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Just click on a block equipment button. So you may see like ISTM system will block that slot and it will not allow to the public user to reject the equipment for that blocked period. So if you go to 23rd January, you may see here from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. this equipment is blocked and it will not allow to any user to reject the equipment. Now, like again, I'm going to the equipment detail page. Here you have to map the operator. So with every equipment, there should be at least one equipment operator. To map the equipment with operator, first you have to create the operator role, then come to the detail page of the equipment, and then click on operator mapping. Here you may see two sections are there. First section is mapped operator, and second section is non-mapped operator. So by you may go to the non-mapped operator section and click on action or allocate. So in that case, that equipment operator will be mapped with that equipment. To unmap, just click on, just go to mapped operator section and click on deallocate option. Here only mapped operator will be able to take the, here only mapped operator will receive the email notification if any booking request comes for that equipment. And only mapped operator will be able to take the necessary action on those booking requests. Now, you may upload the equipment image by visiting to the detail page of the equipment. Click on equipment image button here and choose the file and upload. So once it is uploaded, then equipment image will be uploaded for that equipment. And if any researcher search the equipment, that uploaded image will be showing to them before reserving the equipment. One more option is there to upload the customized SRF. So SRF is nothing but service request form. Actually, ISTM system is asking some question to the user when they are going to reserve the equipment. But equipment operator or faculty members, they may need more information from the user when user is going to reserve the equipment. In that case, they may prepare the customized service request form and they may upload that customized SRF form in the PDF format by clicking on choose file and upload. Once it is uploaded, then customized SRF will be uploaded for that equipment. And if any researcher will go to reserve that equipment, then they have to download the customized SRF form, they have to fill the information and they have to share that information while reserving the equipment. Then customized SRF, it may create the field also, like if you are asking only one or two information, in that case, no need to upload the PDF document. You may create the field by clicking on add new option here. And that field will be appearing to the user when they will go to reserve the equipment. So here any custodian, including faculty members or equipment operators, if they wish to see the statistic of the equipment for a particular period of time, then they may visit to the equipment profile page, select the period from here, and click on submit buttons. So once it is clicked, then statistics they can see here. This is how institute head or any custodian other than equipment operator can list the equipment. But to update the equipment usage rate, all the concerned custodian, including equipment operator, may update the equipment usage rate. Here some reports are also available. For example, if you go to dashboard, by default you can see the last 1 month details, like how many booking requests are in pending, how many booking requests it was asked for clarification, for how many booking requests are allocated. So those information you can see here. If you wish to see for a specific period of time, then you may select that period and you may click here. Then for that specific period of time, you can see the information. If you wish to see the detail, then for example here 4 pending requests are showing. If you click on more information, then it will show all 4 pending requests. Here you can see who has made the request, that user belongs to which institute, what is the contact information of that user. So when for what date slot was allocated, when they have allocated, all the information you can get here. Here, like institute head and institute representative, they can see the GST report also. If you go to like report section and click on GST report, so by default it will show that GST report for 1 month, last 1 month. But if they wish to see for other period, they may select the period here and then submit. Then they can see the GST report and they may download in the Excel sheet format. So this is how like we may update the equipment usage rate. And FBR booking, yeah. So FBR is nothing but facility booking record number. So like it is the 10-digit unique number which is generated by the system for every booking request. There are 8 status of the requests. So first time FBR status will be pending. Then if it asks for clarification, it will move to the clarification, if any. If slot is allocated, then it will go to the allocated bookings. So here 8 statuses are there. Second last, if you see like rejected request, it means rejected by the equipment operator, and cancelled request means cancelled by the user itself. So for every status, like equipment operator or custodian can take the necessary action. For example, in case of pending request, it can be allocated if that request is feasible for that equipment, or it may be rejected. That booking request may be rejected if that is not feasible for that equipment, or if any clarification is needed, then equipment operator may ask for clarification. So here, like against every FBR status, actions are provided. So these actions can be taken by the custodian, certain custodian, including the equipment operator. So now, like if you have any question, you may call us to our toll-free number which is provided here, or you may write us to our this email ID. Thank you. So now if you have any question, like you may ask us.
Thank you so much, Mr. Pandey, for this wonderful
Thank you,
illustration. I think it will be really helpful for our faculty members, and I'm sure they would connect you if there are any further questions. So now we are ending the technical session here, and now I'd like to I'd like to invite Mr. Dr. Bhaskar over stage for a felicitation round, and also Mr. Rajat Shubhra Roy, Managing Director, Adamas Tech Consulting Private Limited, and Assistant Director, International Relations, Adamas University. So please. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Is there any problem? Okay, and now it's time to felicitate our faculty coordinators, right, sir? Okay, so I'd like to request Aditi and Pooja to please come up here on the stage with a memento. First, I'd like to invite Dr. Devdatta Pal. Dr. Akhi Gun. Dr. Akhi Gun. She is not here, maybe she's Dr. Supratim Kormokar. Please come up here on the stage. Thank you so much. Dr. Bishwajit Basu. Dr. Rajiv Mojumdar. Dr. Rajiv Mojumdar is not here. Okay, okay. So, Dr. Sudipa Chakraborty. Please have a big round of applause. Thank you so much, everyone. I'd like to come up, invite on stage Mr. Ronin Shil. I'd like to invite Dr. Rupam Sen. Please have a big round of applause. Thank you so much. Now once again, Dr. Rajiv Mojumdar, please, sir, come up on the stage. Next, I'd like to invite Dean Student Affairs, Professor Sneho Monju Basu, on stage. Please, ma'am. Thank you so much. Next, I'd like to call Dr. Kaushei Banerjee, Associate Dean, Student Affairs, Adams University. Please have a big round of applause. And now, I'd like to call Dean R&D, Professor Momita Mukherjee, on stage, please. Please have a big round of applause. Thank you so much. Ms. Aditi Chakraborty. Thank you so much, Aditi, sir. Okay, so I'd like to thank everyone for this session. And now, as we near the conclusion, okay, sir, you may, yeah. As we near the conclusion of this enlightening event, I invite Ms. Mabel Alexander, Program Manager, iSTEM, Office of the Principal Scientific Advisor to the Government of India, IISc Bengaluru, to deliver the vote of thanks. But before our words, let me take the privilege to introduce her. Ms. Alexander is a highly skilled program management professional with a distinguished academic background. She earned an MSc in IT management from England, United Kingdom, and is a university rank holder in electronics and communication engineering. Mabel also received the prestigious Hallam Gold Award during her MSc studies, recognizing her exceptional academic and extracurricular performance. A natural leader, she served as the chairperson of IEEE SBN College, where she demonstrated excellence in managing teams and initiatives. With experience working with the top clients like Disney and Netflix, Mabel is a proven leader in delivering impactful results. Through her various leadership roles, she actively empowers women to step into powerful positions and lead with confidence. So now I'd be requesting Ms. Mabel Alexander, who will be joining us online for the vote of thanks. Please bear with us for 2 minutes. Anyone from IT? Please open the link.
Zoom link. Zoom link. Link. नहीं इधर आओ.
Uh, Thank you, ma'am. So extremely sorry for this technical problem. So now I'd be requesting you for the vote of thanks. Yes, you are audible. Project Nama. Thank you so much, ma'am. We really thank, from Adamas, on behalf of Adamas University, we thank your team for this wonderful initiative. I think it would be very helpful for all the researchers all across our country. So with this, we conclude Shamavesha 2025. Let us carry forward the inspiration and ideas shared today as we continue our journey towards innovation and excellence. Thank you and have a wonderful evening ahead. Thank you so much. And I request all the dignitaries to join at Cozy Nook for the high tea. Thank you so much.